Hey, it's Josh Sanford here. I'm America's Attorney, and in today's video, we are reacting to Lackluster's video, Cops Retaliate Still Don't Understand They're Wrong. Let's jump right into it.
In January of 2023, Coroner's News passed through a border checkpoint in Laredo, Texas. After passing a primary inspection, one of the Border Patrol agents noticed a body cam affixed to his window, and after asking him why he was filming, grabbed a supervisor to speak with Coroner's News.
Do you know you have to have some permission when you're in a government facility? In a government facility, yes.
I don't.
In a public place, you can record.
This is public.
A government facility?
This is public.
This is public.
Yes, sir.
And where are you coming from?
I already hit the inspection already.
So you don't want to talk to me?
Nah.
No? Okay.
Are you
So
the primary inspection officer?
It doesn't matter. I'm here. I'm doing enforcement. So it doesn't matter.
Coroner's News had already been cleared through primary inspection and had no duty to answer any of the questions from the Border Patrol agent, but it appears as though the agent took personal offense to Coroner's exercising his Fifth Amendment rights and attempts to shame him into answering questions.
If you don't want to talk to me, you don't want to be polite with us, that's okay.
All right, I'm stopping it right there because I gotta tell you, you do not have to be polite to police officers. That is absurd. Look, this is the reason that people get upset when they watch these videos or when they have their own encounter with police officers. You don't have an obligation under the law to be polite. Now, having said that, I gotta drop my asterisk in there and say, you still should though, if you possibly can, because although it's great to watch a video like this, you don't actually want to star in a video like this. So just be polite. Let them be the egotistical monsters that they want to be. Don't let them violate your rights. But like, you don't have to go to war. Oh, never mind. You know what? We're going to war. Let's see how it goes.
Being polite to him.
I'm just asking something. You didn't answer me anything.
Well,
that's not being polite because I'm still an officer and I asked you a question.
Yeah.
And you said, I don't want to talk to you. So that's not being polite.
After his shaming tactics fail, the agent tries to elicit a response by using a tactic known as an appeal to authority.
Do I have to answer?
Like I said, I am an officer and I'm asking you a question, but you don't want to be polite. That's fine.
All right.
I really appreciate it. I'm just doing my job.
I understand.
No, it doesn't seem like you didn't answer.
I don't
Okay, so let's talk about the dynamics here because Lackluster does a good point of saying, look, he's making an appeal to an authority. He says, I'm an officer of the law. I've asked you a question. You don't want to be polite. He says, do I have to answer you? And instead of saying yes or no, which the answer is obvious, he says, well, don't you want to be polite? That's a way of saying you don't have to answer, but he can't bring himself to say it because again, this is like so many of these encounters, not about the law, it's about power.
need to answer. You know what the Fifth Amendment is?
Excuse me?
You know what the Fifth Amendment is?
Fifth Amendment?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and tell me.
You know what it is?
It seems like you know, so tell me.
Do you know?
Tell me.
You swear no?
I want to hear it from you.
You're a joke, man.
Oh, so you don't know it. Okay.
A few minutes pass.
Hey, let's back up. Who has to know the Fifth Amendment? Is it the civilian or is it the cop? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? It's the cop because they're the ones who have to not try to violate it. Do you know? Do you know? Oh my word. Oh, I'm loving this cop.
You can't use your phone here. You're not allowed to use your phone as well as you're not allowed to record it.
Where are you getting your information, man?
So, all right, first of all, don't talk to me like that, okay?
Why not?
Don't talk to me like
Why
that.
not?
I'm an officer. I'm talking to you
And?
with respect. Don't talk to me like that, all right?
Well, you're disrespecting me, not allowing me to record.
Because you're not allowed. This is
Who
private
said that?
property. This is private property.
How is this private?
This is
Are you a rookie?
rookie.
Are you a rookie,
I'm not a
Rodriguez?
rookie, and that is none of your concern.
Okay, so this guy is alternating between playing pretty good defense and then playing some nasty, nasty offense. They bleeped out some of his cuss words and he just called him a rookie. It is not a true statement that you can't record on private property. But even if that were true, and I'm asking you guys a real simple question. If that were true, whose right would that be to enforce? Just off the top of your head. If it's private property, you're correct. It's the owner of the private property. It's not the cops. Oh my word. Yeah, you are a rookie.
Okay.
Are you gonna follow me?
I don't know.
After refusing to stop the recording multiple times, Agent Rodriguez calls for help, and officers come running from multiple directions.
Why is that?
You're not allowed to record it.
Did you call Supervisor?
We're gonna talk to a supervisor right now, okay?
Just make sure you do everything the right way.
Put the vehicle in parking. Put the vehicle in parking right now. Alright? I need you to step out of the vehicle.
Coroner's News and his wife are both detained, cuffed, and brought inside the facility. Their vehicle and all recording equipment is seized, and the officers demand that they give up the passcodes to their phones. Now recording on a hidden device, Coroner's speaks with the supervisor.
You're the supervisor?
Yes, sir.
They're not allowing me to record my interaction.
Are you compliant?
Yes, everything. This is a First Amendment retaliation, Supervisor.
I'll explain to you right now. We'll get to the bottom of this.
I'm not violent. I don't have any ill intent. I'm just exercising my First Amendment right. Is there a reason for the handcuffs?
Officer safety, if this will come to mind right away, sir.
Okay. For recording?
I'll explain to you right now as soon as
Okay.
The original officer can be heard speaking with the supervisor, claiming that he could not complete his inspection because Coroner's News was not complying and shutting off his cameras.
Did you ever ask me to stop recording this? At that time, I'm not lying. Of your inspection. Do you think you could have done the inspection if you would report? You would report? Yeah. Oh, you would report. You don't think you would have done your inspection while you were report?
Now, after making his own subordinate look like a complete imbecile, the supervisor advises Coroner's News that he is right, and that he was indeed lawfully exercising his First Amendment right to film his interaction with the corrupt, uneducated, and inexperienced state officials that man the posts of the border crossing. However, in the same breath, the supervisor demonstrates his own remarkable misunderstanding of the law, the constitutional limitations to his own authority, and our civil rights.
Today, you are right. You are right. You can report. Okay? Did the officer actually report this recording? He asked. Okay, now. If he asks you to start recording, okay, and you continue at that moment, okay, you're not on the phone. But you're right, you can report.
I gotta interrupt this guy. Oh my word. The audio's a little rough. I appreciate the words on the screen. But what he's saying is, you have a right to record. But if the officer asks you to stop recording and you don't, then you're not complying, and now you don't have a right to record. That is insane. Like, that's so dumb. What commands from a cop do you have to obey? Class? Anyone? Lawful commands. You do not have to obey unlawful commands. And if you have a right to record, the command to stop recording is, what's that word? Oh yeah, unlawful command. And you don't have to obey it. Like, I thought, look, from the title of the video, I should have known that the supervisor wasn't gonna fix the mess. But he started out pretty good, and that's how they get you. They take you a little way there, but no.
And you don't do it. What is that considered?
So you ask me, bend over,
Finally, after demonstrating several reasons why not a single agent on scene should hold the authority to safeguard our rights, Coroner's News is released, and the agents go out of their way to continue their attempts to violate him.
So everything that was done here was okay with you?
Yes.
Okay, retaliation for recording, right?
Whatever you want to call it, that's what you're calling it, that's not what I'm calling it.
Okay. So I should have complied. You're saying I should have
You're
complied.
recording right now, I mean, you already got my name.
You told me I should have complied with the officer when he told me to stop recording.
Yes, sir.
That's all I need for court. Can I get a name of all the officers that participated, please?
All the officers?
Yes. Did you participate?
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
You still recording?
Rodriguez.
Are you still recording?
Rodriguez, what's your identifying number?
We don't need that.
Huh?
We don't need that.
Tu teléfono se lo agarró, yo no sé, yo. No, no tiene case.
No tiene que. Check phone.
If you want to read it,
I gotta pause it for a second. When Rodriguez walks up to him and he touches the camera and says, you don't need that or don't do that. I couldn't quite make it out. This is so crazy. That is a misdemeanor battery. The cop does not have a legal right to touch him, his hand, his phone, nothing. Absolutely not okay. Now, no prosecutor is gonna take that case, but that's a misdemeanor battery. They can't put their hands on you if they're not engaged in legitimate police work. Wow, these guys.
What's that?
still recording?
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Let it record.
Wussy.
Sir, come on, sir. Don't be using that kind of language.
Why not?
Okay?
Is that
Don't
illegal?
use that kind of language.
Is that illegal?
All right? Don't use that kind of
Is
language.
that illegal?
Nobody's using
You're
that
gonna
kind
continue.
of language.
You're gonna continue with the First Amendment.
Continue. Okay? You're the one that's continuing this. No, don't go there, man.
All right. So what's gonna happen?
Nothing. You're
Okay,
leaving.
okay.
You're leaving.
Did you get me a list?
I'm not gonna get you a list. Here's
You're not?
Here's this for him. Here's
I
this.
don't need that.
Okay, you can read this if you want.
Ahí está my phone.
Sir, you're good to go, sir.
I need my phone.
You have it in your hand?
This is not my phone.
They now notice that 2 iPhones are missing.
iPhone, an iPhone 12 and an iPhone 11.
He then notices that the officers detached and manipulated his dash cam.
And my what happened to my dash cam, Supervisor?
I'm sorry?
What happened to my dash cam?
Coroner's News searches his vehicle and is unable to find the missing camera and phones, but eventually, the supervisor finds that the jackboots placed the items in his wife's purse.
They're in her purse.
The dash cam as well?
The purse, yeah, that's what they said. In her purse.
But of course, the purse was also missing.
The purse is not here, Supervisor.
No, that's what they said.
They finally find the purse and their other personal belongings hidden a few bays over.
Is there a reason for that? Is there a reason for that?
So he paused that video and showed that a package had been opened for a reason. And the reason is that while you are taken into custody, a law enforcement officer has a right to inventory the things that are on you, right? Including your purse. They also have a right to look in your car. But they don't have a right to dig if there's no reasonable basis to believe that there is something that's either contraband or dangerous inside the items that are in your possession. And so this idea that they would like open food snacks, sacks of food snacks, the idea that they would open sacks of food snacks to look for contraband is ridiculous. I mean, these people, they're just trying to find something on this guy. I thought I was gonna lose my mind for a second when his phones were missing and his wife's purse was missing. It's really not like actionable that they're a couple bays over, but it's like super predictable. Wow. I would love to know how long this thing actually took from beginning to end, how long he was there, because it looks to me like it's a couple of hours.
Oh, okay. So I need a name of all the supervisors, all the officers that searched.
Of course, Coroner's News was denied a list of names of the officers and blamed the damaged property on him. There's plenty of case law concerning filming at border checkpoints, making it clearly established law that recording your interactions is a protected act. The actions purposefully taken against Coroner's News is a sickening display of retaliation, overinflated ego over a perceived authority, and a gruesome display of how evil a person can become when they are given a little bit of power and are taught that it's us versus them. Coroner's News plans to file a lawsuit against these tyrants.
So that's a pretty good video and also a pretty bad display of police work by these cops. I think that Lackluster probably overstated it by calling it a gruesome display of what happens when cops get a little bit of power and they want to subjugate the people around them, because while what they did was wrong, what they did was illegal, there's no justification for it. The things that actually happen with cops where people are injured are so much worse than this. And those things, they happen every single day. And so calling this like a gruesome display to me is, it's a little bit of an overreach, actually. But still love it. I love it that this guy knows his rights and he's just like peppering these cops with the questions that should lead them to the truth, but they don't want to go there, which cops usually don't. And when they end up in videos like this, that is great for all of us. So there's two things that I want to know kind of following up on this video. Number one is, did this event, this interaction, result in any sort of retraining or continuing ed for anyone involved with it? My guess is that it probably didn't. I mean, even the supervisor, who would be the one who would say, like, we need more training, he didn't really seem to actually get it. I could be wrong, I don't know, but it feels like retraining could be in order. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. The other thing that I'm interested in terms of follow-up is what's happening with coroner's lawsuit. I don't know. I'd like to look into it, but if anyone watching this is familiar with this lawsuit or familiar with what's happened next, please get down in the comments and let me know. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe button just as hard as you wanted to punch the cop in this video. That's it for this video. I'm Josh Sanford, America's Attorney. Check me out on my channel, America's Attorney. And then after you do that, check out some of these videos. We've got great ones on this channel. See ya.
Big verdict.